Can I use this video? So, do you want do you want it in the story? Okay, cool. It's cool.
I'm not worried about shit.
It's cool. So you saw what's in the news about this property here. We're down here off Old Koenig Lane. You saw what the two ladies said in the neighborhood. You saw what the city and the reporter said, and the property owner. Can you tell me what's going on from your point of view?
Yeah, so like, I don't know. Where do I even start? Those one magnificent humans worried about their fucking taxes and shit. Look, this is what's crazy to me, is that you have an area that is obviously providing some sort of shelter, some sort of something. And you think that because it gets trashed out, because it looks the way that it looks, that like it's okay to take away from people? Like, that's what's tripping me out right now, man. It's like, I don't even understand. Like this effectively, if anyone's wanting to help the homeless problem, that story that ran the other night did not help the homeless problem. It created a homeless problem. It literally made, I don't know, 20, 30 people on the street again. So I'm glad that, you know, y'all's property taxes are, you know, gonna be better because there's less trash and there's less like minority folk and trashy looking folk and homeless folk like walking around and shit. We try to keep to ourselves, and we try to, like, you know, not go out during the day so you don't have to see us and be like fucking inconvenienced with our existence. But we do exist, unfortunately. We have needs. Like if we had running water, maybe we wouldn't have to shit in buckets. If you had us a place that had electricity, we wouldn't have to steal it. If you gave us like just even a little bit of a fucking leg up in a place that isn't so forgiving, I understand.
A dumpster or trash pickup?
I mean, just saying.
I'm just saying, right?
And it's the weirdest thing to hear somebody bitch about property taxes or like, you know, the neighborhood whenever like they're talking about people that, you know, are mentally ill sometimes. Definitely, I don't know a single person that stays here that's not
Severely mentally ill sometimes. Not functionally mentally ill, and the system cannot help them. They just throw them back out on the streets and then target them for seeking shelter.
Exactly.
Which should be a human right, to seek shelter from the storm.
And it doesn't make sense to me that like this is the route that people choose. Like I don't like how things have been recently, and yeah, I don't know what that is, but
So what could they do differently, you think? If you were in charge, what would you do?
if I was in charge, what would I do differently? Let's see.
Or if you had to tell the people in charge something different, what would you tell? What would you recommend? In this instance, maybe.
So there's a funny thing I've heard a famous comedian say it, and I'm just going to requote his quote because it is literally the most perfect way to describe the situation. You must never look into somebody's bowl to see if they have more or less than you. You should only look into somebody else's bowl to see that they have enough. That's the only reason that check is even there, just to make sure that they have enough. Mm-hmm. And for me, that is like a hugely like impacting, you know, when you understand the scope of it, because man, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out there that like, they don't even consider us humans. I can't take a shit at fucking P. Terry's because I don't have $1 to buy a cookie. That's literally, it costs $1 to take a shit now at P. Terry's. Literally, they will not.
Which is right next door.
Right next door, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hear them. They are probably sick of our shit. But, unfortunately, when you put up a public fucking, you know, restaurant that serves the public and has the public as their fucking customer base, taking shit is part of that shit. And like, you have to do that. You have to provide that shit.
In and out. It goes in, it comes out.
Exactly.
Have you ever heard the saying, which affected me? And I appreciate what you said about the comedian voice that you felt what he said. But I heard a long time ago that you should only look down on a person when you're giving them a hand up. So this looking down on people is like, to me, it's like some kind of psychotic behavior for rich yuppies, housed people to like call the police, call the city, get on the news about other people rather than helping people. Like they literally don't seem to have any heart. Like Austin's supposed to have a big heart, remember? All the time, Austin has a big heart. I don't see it. What do you have to say about that?
This is all I gotta say about this. Because like, I don't like adding to a turmoil. This is a conversation that could go on in either way, and neither way, no matter how much we point out at the other side, who is more at fault, it's just turmoil. It gets nothing done. It's a fool's errand. So let me just try to add different energy here. How about this? How about I challenge anybody who has any sort of opposition to what's going on here, who has no idea what this lifestyle is like, who has no idea what the fuck is going on. One, fucking walk a day in our shoes. But to be like, more pointed, how about this? When you go to point your finger and say, hey, I don't like the way that looks over there, the way that smells, the way that walks, and the way it's like talking in a different language. When you do that, and you say, I want to take that away from the general area, just also provide but let's redirect that over here where it's less, like, don't take away and say no and not have a fucking alternative. Like, just saying no is not a fucking answer. You have to have a fucking backup alternative and something sustainable. You're doing, like, fucking half the work. It's stupid.
Right. Just point out the problem, not the solution,
Exactly.
as the boss would say, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it makes me so fucking pissed because, like, these are good people.
There are a lot of good people that aren't nobody. A lot of them I meet.
And yeah, sir, a lot of us like drugs. But so do y'all. Like, seriously, the fucking pharmaceuticals, like the fucking like alcohol is like crazy. Tobacco, sugar is a fucking drug. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, if you want to start like fucking going tit for tat, then like, we really gotta fucking look at ourselves as Americans and as people and decide what the fuck we are, because I don't know what the fuck this is. I have no idea what the fuck this is. It's cruel, I know that. It's careless. It's wasteful. We are supposed to be tenders of the nature around us, and we do none of that. We are supposed to upkeep the planet around us and make sure that everything that we like interact with is better for it. That's what literally our purpose is. I don't do any of that shit on a daily basis. I'm guilty of it too. And I'll say, hey, I wish I could be a better person right
But
now.
you're nurturing each other. That's another part you left out. You're nurturing other people. I see you. You're mentoring people and helping them.
For sure.
Because you're still functioning well. And some people can't. I just met a lady earlier. She's not functioning well.
Yeah.
So, there's people that need our help and people that aren't speaking up. And that's why I appreciate everyone that does speak up.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you why you're carrying some headphones? Because we didn't really get into anything about you and why you're so cool. Can you tell us how cool you are?
I'm so cool as I'm not that cool, but
What do you do? What do you do for a hobby?
How about that?
Yeah, nice. What do you do for a hobby?
So I do music. I do like sound design. I do all like the little production.
Yeah,
things.
you play parties, right? You DJ. You do it all. Produce your own music. No.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
You're getting there, yeah. Well, you're going to be my mentor. You just don't know it yet, by the way. That's why I keep hitting you up, because I need help with that. I'm an old school DJ from the vinyl days, and we didn't have those buttons. We had like the new mark in the middle, two techniques, a big old Serwin Vega amp, two big old Serwin Vega speakers, lights, fog with actual dry ice. Like, I'm the real DJ. You're the new DJ, and I need to get with the times,
What I do is so basic. So what I do is I click colored buttons.
I love it. It's so beautiful.
It's basically just a light show for me and a good time for everyone else.
Can you do the wobble wobble?
Whoa.
The now I can't remember the dubstep. Do you do dubstep?
Oh, I definitely make dubstep.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk. You know who Digital Desert Dwellers are? It's one of my favorite bands. I'll turn you on to them. I saw them at Art Outside. It was a big festival that used to happen outside Austin.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some stuff we're gonna collab. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna do some stuff.
Yeah.
Might even have a party here. Cool. Well, it's nice talking to you.
Likewise.
All right, take it easy.
My friends have been kicked out without a housing opportunity 7 times now in 3 or 4 months.